Oh, Flavia Saraiva.
Maybe a good fall.
Hello, everybody. I'm here live. All right.
Brazil has never won
We gotta close
an Olympic team medal. They were favored for the silver. This is Georgia May Fenton. This is on beam, and Great Britain is in the mix.
Georgia May Fenton finishing with a stuck dismount.
Licia D'Amato from Italy. So the European team we talked about pre-meet winning a team medal was France.
Looks like we got gymnastics today.
Italy and Great Britain right there.
Live.
Already a few landing deductions for the first two passes. Hopefully she can clean up the next two. There we go.
Anyways, I'm live. Anybody out there?
Could be some achievement for Italy. It has been nearly a century. We'll see. And how about that score of 13.533 for Suni Lee?
For Suni, that is a good, I'll say that's a great score. No, we've been seeing Team USA grab a lot of 14s throughout the competition.
And wrapping it up for Brazil, the reigning world champ on ball. She really needs to deliver here if they want to have hopes for a medal.
The height she gets on that China ball is unlike anything I've seen. And yes, well, that includes Simone. Simone, obviously, we know is the best in the world on vault, but the way that she blocks off that table, she throws her arms out to the side and just soars in the air for a moment. She lingers there. I don't see anyone else doing that.
Jonty has talked about her teammates as sisters, second family. And Becky Downey for Great Britain. Again, what would be a surprise, given all the injuries they had, if they can make it to the podium.
We got some swimming races. Anybody out there today?
Supposed to connect that last skill.
All right, nobody's here today.
Two that we just saw.
Let me check to see what the swimming events are today.
Sometimes it's not just the ankles that are a giveaway for nerves, but it's also, I can tell that she's not breathing.
Hello, everybody. Anybody out there?
Making sure to even choreograph
Do that.
breath into the routine is so important to ground yourself into the equipment.
U.S. women win the bronze in what?
That's typically what we see when someone's extremely nervous. However, she continues on.
In gymnastics?
And finishes strong. Becky Downey for Great Britain.
Oh, rugby. I was going to say gymnastics. Wow, that'd be a disappointment for them. All right.
The veteran of the British team, Becky Downey, does her job, and now Jordan Childs getting ready for the floor.
Morning gymnastics. I'm watching the gymnastics is on right now. It's probably from this morning.
If you wanted show-stopping, high energy, and just straight sass encased in a bottle, get ready, y'all. Jordan Childs is getting ready to
Hi,
do
Germa.
her floor routine.
Who else is out here? There's 2 people? Okay. Anyway, that's it.
And back at home, Simone and Jordan Childs' home gym, WCC. You see everybody gathered by your TV.
The World Champion Center, gym started by Simone and her parents, Ron and Nellie. Next generation of great gymnasts coming out of that program in the Houston area. It was early February in Katy, Texas. U.S. national team training.
Where's Mr. Terrible today?
2004 Olympic all-around gold medalist, her Carly Patterson delivered her message to a number of the
All right. Well, let's see. Let me see. I got to write down when the races are going to be today. There's usually some swimming races, so I know when they're going to be. But Mr. Terrible's on the moon. No wonder. All right, we got Jordan Childs now in gymnastics. All right, good landing. Wow. Wow, she really stuck that landing. That was a great routine. Jade had a bad qualification, only doing the vault. Really,
Routine for Jordan Childs. Quite possibly the best she could have done.
that was a great routine. She was sticking her landings.
Sumi said that was fire. That was fire.
It was fire, said the announcer.
And she's right. That was fire, Jordan. She's like, get my table. That's what I mentioned earlier, y'all. No better feeling than taking that darn tape off after a long day. It's like the world's worst compression song.
Is that the actual place? The USA is not in the top 3 right now? That can't be right.
The camera.
Oh, with a little wink.
That is such a difficult tumbling pass. Look at everyone. Team USA jumping for joy, literally in the background.
So let's see. Today, 257. There's a women's 100 backstroke final.
From Tokyo. The joy, the crowds that were not there. So back in Spring, Texas, where Jordan Childs and Simone Biles train, they're the kids.
They're all doing her routine.
They know the routine by heart.
Oh, yeah. When you watch your teammates train every single day, you start to pick up on all your favorite parts, and by the end of it, you're doing it in the corner. It's just
Men's 800 meter.
Now, Simone's not the only one with A-list fans.
It's got to be a freestyle.
Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, Michael Jordan.
all reaching out to Jordan and singing their praises of her.
359. Men's 4x200 relay. Looks like there's a fencing on at 232. Is this a different type of fencing? This is the finals for 230. Is this live? This gymnastics?
There it is, 13.966.
So close to that 14 score. That's always fun to look at. However, 13.966 is huge for Jordan's routine. And once again, you got that little green arrow by her score showing us it's a big yes.
Angela Andrioli needs higher than 12.836 to pass Brazil.
This is kind of weird that U.S. is not in the running.
It's a three-team race for 2 medals. Italy, Great Britain, and Brazil.
Not a common tumbling pass you see on anyone. The timing of that, it has to be perfect.
Now Italy will wait for the score.
I think
Phenomenal routine to count for Team Italy.
If it's higher than 12.836,
I think those are the placements of teams that have finished.
For the first time.
If you haven't finished, they don't place it up there. They finish their routines, in other words.
Already lots of
Like the
cheers.
vaults take shorter amount of time than the
That score is hers.
floor. Yeah, they're all in the same number of events, but some of them finish earlier. I think like the vaults take less time, for instance, than all the other ones. But they're definitely was in first after 3 rotations, so that's not what they are in. I just looked it up. Italy was in second, and Great Britain was in third. So Canada was in fourth. So that can't be right. Brazil was in sixth. So it must be they finished their rotation. Those 3 teams must have been doing the vault that rotation, because that's the event that takes the shortest amount of time. That's the only way I can figure it out.
Lots of emotions being felt here.
So that means that Brazil went from 7th to, say, well, they're ahead of Canada and China. So they're probably in 4th right now. Actually, it says first, but it means 4th because United States, Italy, and Great Britain haven't finished their rotation.
The former Europeans being champ.
That was 5 years ago. So and it'll be left to Simone Biles to bring it home.
Now, it has to be recognized, and here we've got a handful of incredible athletes in the crowd watching, but it has to be recognized how difficult it is to sit through a handful of floor routines on the side. Your muscles get a little cold. Italy's guaranteed a medal.
One of the great surprises of this women's team competition. Italy is going to get silver and Brazil bronze.
It's not sure yet, but that is a possible prospect.
Simone Biles is next.
Everyone's holding hands on the side. But to finish that thought, it is so difficult to let your muscles get cold on the side, to be sitting, to watch your teammates, and to recognize that the entire competition is watching you.
God has been written and said about Simone Biles, and now we'll just watch.
Glad to see her calf muscles okay.
So much power she steps out of bounds. She just rolled her eyes mid-routine.
Now that's a comeback.
Simone needed greater than 8.864.
It looks like they got the gold medal. All right, Mr. Terrible.
Simone
You're
said,
full of it.
we have more to give. They gave, and now they're going to get that gold
I guess they'll show this again tonight in prime time. I turned it on at 2. I didn't know it was going on. I turned it on at 2 o'clock. I thought it was supposed to be prime between 2 and 5. Sonny loves Simone more than Mr. Terrible, apparently. I love Simone, too. I think she might be the best athlete in the world. Relax, Mr. Terrible. She's not that woke. Woke is okay. It's overly woke is the problem. I'm woke. Rob's woke. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, the women. I heard they lost 3-on-3 women.
Shannon Miller, gymnastics great. That was at Team USA House. Might be a party there later tonight.
We got 3 races today in swimming. First one's not until 2:53. 100-meter backstroke. There's an 800-meter freestyle, and then there's a 4x200 freestyle, which is always a good. Relays are always good. That's at 3:59. So we got 3 in an hour.
There is more individual glory.
USA. Yeah, they should have won it 3 years ago, but Simone was got the twisties. They had 4 of the same members out of the 5.
They do what great teams typically do. Return.
They won by a lot. They won by 5.8. Wow. Oh, they crushed them.
Italy winning the silver. And Brazil winning that bronze medal.
Brazil beat Great Britain for the bronze by a little over 2/10. It is Brazil's first ever medal in this event of the Olympic Games. 4th time the U.S. has won gold as a team. 1996, 2012, 2016, and now 2024. They've done it. The USA and Simone Biles from Paris with love.
All right, well, the all-around is Thursday night. It's Thursday. Rob's at work. He'll be here Thursday and Friday. He won't be here today or tomorrow. Rob is live with Mick Hoops. Mick Hoops can't even add. He thinks that Paige Beckers is 23 years old when she's 22. Her birthday's not till October. She was born in 2001. He's saying Yeah, I'll have to watch it tonight because I didn't know it was on. I was editing videos for you guys. I just put up 5 videos today, you guys, just for you. Start a Q&A. Say something. Bruce Jenner and Simone Biles in the same commercial. Why didn't they put Brittany Griner and Bruce Jenner in the same commercial? That would be a great commercial. We won't know how many sexes we have in front of us and which one who's what sex. Morning, Joseph. It's not morning though. I'm in Philly. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. You're just waking up? Are you in the West Coast? Isn't it in California? It'd be what 3:30. It'd be 11:30 in the morning, right?
They started as dreamers, but today they're stars. Follow every moment of Team USA on the network that brings you legendary speed and reliability. Xfinity Mobile. With Xfinity Mobile, you'll have the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with you on the go. With
Let me see what else is on.
Millions of locations nationwide.
Let's check my. What do we got going on, you guys? Men's soccer, U.S. versus. Are they winning? Men's soccer team is playing. Oh, men's up 2-0.
He seems to be dangerous, looks to get a shot of it.
The way we like right now, the US are pretty comfortable. Draw in this scenario. We see the US going through because New Zealand is still behind against France in Marseille.
And one of the reasons I often talk about as well, about getting players up, is he's on a
He knew it was out on him.
He's an honest
Well, maybe not.
He's an honest young man, so you ask him to do the defending, right? If he gets 1-2, he's going to try and have.
Yeah, there's 3 swimming finals. I got them written down. 257, 303, and 359. It's only 3 today. If I unless I missed them. Let me just make sure I got them all right. No, they're just 3 today. Yesterday they had 5. So the men are up 2-0, which is a big lead in soccer. Let me see what else is on. Beach volleyball and women's pool. Pool? Oh, men's losing. In beach volleyball, he's losing to the Netherlands 14-10. And down 1-0. Okay, this is not going well for them. Well, that's not down.
That's a good news tidbit for the USA. They get a good set and they kill.
He even did a little bit of the LeBron post. Some of those NBA stars.
like middle to middle, get them fighting over it a little bit. Do it. They don't know which one's going to take it.
Look how far
You can
Schroeder
take
is
it.
off the line now. He's guarding the middle.
All right.
Man, he's got the fourth fastest time in the world.
Women's starting, but what is this? This must be a semi, unless they gave me this wrong schedule.
And he made that big run at the trials in Indianapolis. He became the first male swimmer from Notre Dame to make a U.S.
Is this a final or semifinal?
Down there, lane 6, Chalmers, the guy to watch. All 6'4", 205 pounds of them for the Aussies up in lane 3.
It'll say when this thing starts, it'll say what it is. It says this is semi. Yeah. He still needs to qualify for the finals. It's only one U.S. guy.
Chalmers nearly caught Dressel. He was just 6 100ths back of Dressel. He's back of Maxime Grousset of France, who's getting huge cheers here in this first of the two semis.
You know what? I knew this was going to happen with Chalmers.
Women's USC red thong beach volleyball. I was just on beach volleyball. It was men's. What channel is that on, Chris? There was men's, and I didn't care to see thongs in that.
That's the Frenchman who finished third in the first semi, and it was Nandor Nemeth of Hungary who was right in there in the top 3 as well. But that's easy, crazy speed that Chalmers just flashed.
Yeah, he did, Dan. Didn't he? I mean, and by the way, Chris Juliana, 47.72. That should make it. He's 4th right now.
You're watching it on YouTube. I'm on YouTube TV, but there's no women's volleyball on right now. They're just men's.
It's almost like you go down a slide. You know, head first down a slide into that water right there. And as I've said a million times, those are some big old guys coming to that wall. Whoever gets off that turn and get up underneath that huge wave, I mean, if I could just draw on the surf, I would, Dan, because I'm telling you, you can go surfing on that right into the wall.
So Chalmers leads the way. Juliana in the 4th spot at the first of 2. Second semi coming up, where America's best and biggest dog is Jack Alexie.
The NFL is coming back with a 1-2 punch. It's kickoff Thursday's Ravens Chiefs. Every day you on Friday from Brazil. It's Packers Eagles. Only on Peacock. 2 nights back to back. On NBC and Peacock. Dear Triathlon. Let's splash through rushing rivers. Take on iconic trails. And race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Get great lease offers on all-wheel drive and hybrid Toyota SUVs, including $319 a month on Corolla Cross and $349 a month on RAV4. Shop online and get your new Toyota from your nearest Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Because. 2 syllables, 7 letters, so much meaning. Because is an explanation, an answer to the question why. It connects where we've been to where we're going. And Highmark Blue Shield has a clear destination in mind, Philly. We're here to reinvent healthcare because it can be simpler, smoother, because it can do more. Get ready for healthcare that goes beyond care. Because life, Highmark Blue Shield.
Right. Oh, yesterday. Why are you talking about yesterday?
Go for your cards.
Results Tuesday.
You want to go with Grandpa?
Cheers.
What's it worth?
Everything.
Can I keep it?
Soccer.
Well, Roddy, you know how you like to call this a big boys event? It takes big-time genes to produce big guys, and you're looking at Jack Alexei's family, his mother Lynn, his dad Matt. Lynn's dad was an NBA basketball player for the Pistons. He stood 6'4". She played hoops at Notre Dame. She's 6 feet. His dad's a big guy. And so the family genes dictate that Jack Alexei was going to scrub to 6 feet 8 inches tall. And he has turned himself into one of the best sprinters in the world. Had a chance to talk to Jack's parents. His mom also won her club's golf club championship. So they are good all-around athletes, and that is their boy, Jack Alexei from Morristown, New Jersey.
Yeah, we had a great chat with his parents in Raleigh when we visited camp. Had a good talk with Jack. I felt like Jack was in a really good place mentally, emotionally. I think he's ready to have a good one here tonight. This prelim time is still the fastest time, even through that first semifinal. But this is a much potentially faster semifinal.
They should have some. They have surfing today too. Gold medal matches in surfing.
5 medals at the World Championships in Fukuoka last summer, including 2 individuals. He took silver behind, you guessed it, Kyle Chalmers. So Chalmers does remain the favorite, but we'll see if Jack Alexei can continue to put it together in his first Olympic Games. So it'll be Alexei in the middle of the pool. In lane 4, you've got the world record holder, Tanjan Lee of China, down there in lane 8, but he just has not had quite the same form. In contrast to that, 19-year-old David Popovic has really had it going all week long. He took Romania's first Olympic swimming gold for a male swimmer in the 200 free by a razor-thin margin, 2/100ths of a second, but he's now an Olympic gold medalist and swimming very, very well. Roddy, how do you break the second semi down?
Well, 47 flat has been broken 10 times.
Are we live? Yeah, this NBC's feed is live. Whatever's on NBC is live. I can't say the other channels, but it's supposed to be live from 2 to 5.
Barely squeezed in here.
Is what thing working?
Totally different body types when you look at Popovic.
What is what thing working?
Barely watch.
You can see me. You can hear me, right? This must be a semi.
Especially when you're 6'8" and you just launch off of it.
Yeah, I mean, and Alexei is so good off the start, and that first 15 meters looks right above him from the Cayman Islands. Also has tremendous speed. But when you look at Alexei, he's one of the only guys that can go out 20 under 23 and then come back faster than anybody else in the field.
Alexei looking pretty good. Also, Bob down there in lane 8 showing us something. He's the world record holder.
So this is a semi. He's just trying to get the best lane.
Here, yes, he's much better than he was this morning, but he needs to be. I mean, he's the world record holder for crying out loud, and he barely made it back. He didn't make it back to the finals tonight.
Bob down there in lane 8 looks like he might win the second semifinal as Alexei goes into the third spot. Popovic in the second spot.
All right, Joseph. We don't want to lose you, Joseph. There's only 6 of us. So I put a Q&A up there and nobody answered. I said, where's everybody from? All right. Got one person.
Start the most critical factor. You see, simple. It's not rocket science. Fastest. Furthest.
Texas.
And in line, and then you see it from above on the avatar. Back foot on the wedge drives you out. Arms want to pull and walk out of water. I saw Caleb do that one time. And then you get into a tube. That line, that streamline before that water. And then you'll see it in
They swim in a tube.
action. Keep that head down. Engage the whole body.
So, yeah, what was the score of the women's 3x3 game? And which 3? Wasn't there 2 teams that we have in the contest?
There's the world record holder. Clearly, it's going to be the favorite tomorrow night. Now, yeah, I didn't pick him after this morning, but now you've got to.
Let me just see. I went to results and I didn't see. I saw men's. I saw basketball men's.
2 through 7 separated by 14 hundredths. So they are tightly packed with the world record holder leading the way.
Now medals. We had 20 going into yesterday. Let's see. We had 3 gold. So we picked up another medal. What did we pick up? Oh, the rugby, and we picked up gymnastics. We picked up a gold and a bronze. All right. Still not doing. Japan has 7 gold medals, and China has 6. We only got 4.
And affordable to keep the melody. At home, on the road, on farms and fleets, and even ports.
By far have the most medals, though.
While harnessing the full symphony of action. Learn more about safe, clean, reliable propane at propane.com.
Why didn't we do this last year?
Before you were preventing migraine, you looked at. Remember the pain? Cancel plans, the word.
That was then. And look at me now. You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making zero
The
migraine.
3x3. One of the 3x3. I think there's 2 3x3 teams. One of them lost to Germany. I just can't find the score on ESPN. I was born in the Philippines, and now I'm living in Roswell, New Mexico. New Mexico? Who lives in New Mexico? Oh, U.S. just scored again? Oh. I was watching it for a while. I have to see the highlights. When do the women play again? They're playing well. You're an alien, Chris? You're not from here?
Yeah, the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card gets cash back on everything I buy.
Yeah, I know. We got listeners from Mars on our channel. We don't care about skin color. We like green people.
Everything. The U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card gets you up to 5% cash back on your purchases.
Léon Marchand, champion olympique, avec un nouveau record olympique sur une masse de fête. Phénoménal. Il est venu, il a gagné, et il s'appelle Léon Marchand.
The French call the other night when Léon Marchand just lit this place up on his way to gold in the 400 IM, and then the headlines followed. First coronation of the King Marchand translated there, and then the biggest race in history for the French in swimming. Marchand walking on the water and on the gold. Some of the headlines that were streaming out all through Paris and throughout France for Léon Marchand. Huge roar just came up again as he came out, as he gets set for this first of 2 semifinals in the men's 200 blind. You talk about the family genes, Rowdy. There is a shot of a young Léon with his father, Xavier, a 2-time Olympian who swam collegiately where you swam at Auburn.
Yeah, well, he swam at Auburn for a long time, along with a lot of French guys that Coach David Marchand. I had a chance to hang out with him a few times. So Léon kind of running around the deck all the time, wanting to constantly get in the water.
There's a look at the lanes. Léon in lane 3. His mom also was an Olympian, Celine Baudet. His uncle was a 2-time Olympian. So this guy had a lot to live up to, but I think so far he's outdone them all, even though his dad was really good. He's got that gold, and again, this another swim, the third of 4 total swims today for Marchand on his busiest and trickiest day. Not from a standpoint, because there's no medals at stake here, but it's managing the schedule, and we'll get into that a little bit more in his second semifinal event in just a little bit.
I think he's going to do exactly what he has to do to make the final. And he's in a perfect spot, Danny, because he's got this first semifinal. I would say normally that's not a good spot, but it gives him another extra couple of minutes of rest. And then he's in the second semifinal of the 200 club. So now that hour So an hour and 7 minutes is stretched out to about an hour and 15 minutes between events.
Yeah, you never know exactly how all these events are going to line up, even though you spend years kind of planning for it. He's got exactly the right coach to manage that game plan, right? I mean, not only is Marshawn peaking at the right time in his home Olympics, he's got a guy in Bob Bowman who is at his 7th Olympics and shepherded Michael Phelps to that incredible program, not only in Athens, but in China, where he swept 8 golds. Huge round of applause comes up as Marshawn gets the halfway point.
Boy, this will be very interesting. He's going to make the final. There's Coach Bob Bowman right there. If there's anybody that is actually perfect in time management, it is that man right there. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Every single minute is accounted for this guy, just like he did for Michael Phelps in that perfect 8 phrase back in Beijing.
He says Marshawn is the greatest athlete he's ever seen underwater, and that includes Michael Phelps.
Wow. That's a statement right there, isn't it, partner?
That's how good he is. No weaknesses. You saw it behind him, and that's why he's so versatile to come out here and be world class in the 200 fly, and we'll see him later in the 200 breast. Let's listen to him come home here.
I don't think they can get a feel for what we do.
We have been to some of the great venues in all the world, Rowdy. I can only kind of compare it to Sydney when Ian Thorpe won that gold medal in the 400 on the opening night, the Deputy Royal. But I will say now, after watching him race, a wry smile on the face of Bob Bowman as if to say, we're on schedule. This is the loudest swimming venue I've ever been to.
The clock,
With this guy.
yeah, and the clock is ticking. Time to go on down. He's 30.6 on the lap. But look at that. He just channels everything forward. That head follows the shoulder. See how that head lines up perfectly? It really does look like Michael a little bit. Real low. The timing is critical. And everything is nice and flat on the water. Rolling forward. Here's the finish. Perfect piece of cake. Shut it down the last 50, 30.6. As I said, he's got an hour and 15. We can see something unbelievable tomorrow night.
Yep, so it's on to the next thing, right? The clock ticks for the next semifinal for Marshawn, the men's 200 breast later in the night. The time 1:53.50, so he will warm down, and we will look forward to the 17-year-old in this event, Thomas Heilman, and then Reagan Smith getting ready for her duel with Australia's Kay McEwen. And there go the cowbells.
If someone is in trouble, you do whatever you gotta do to help them. It's a hard job for anyone.
Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. New September 25th on NBC and Peacock.
One second she can't walk, then she can. 1 second you're single, and then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream, and the next it's a dream come true. 1 second you feel safe, and then
Please hold on.
well, you still do.
To celebrate Team USA going for gold, Xfinity is offering a gold medal deal. Now, through August 11th, get our best offer yet with Xfinity Internet and one line of unlimited mobile for just $35 a month for a year and a free 5G phone. Plus, add the new Xfinity Stream Saver for just $15 a month and get Peacock, Apple TV+,
Yeah, I'm here.
Netflix.
I was answering some questions on the video.
So does this gold medal deal. Get the
Where are you?
best comparison.
Where am I from? Philadelphia. I told you guys.
The most liberal U.S. senator, Kamala Harris, was the liberal San Francisco prosecutor, the most progressive in all of California. She let an MS-13 gang member go, who then murdered a father and his 2 sons. She agreed to release another felon, who then committed murder. And Kamala even protected illegal alien drug dealers so they could escape deportation. Kamala Harris, a dangerous San Francisco liberal. Make America Great Again is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Top reasons future you wants you to move to Ohio.
Hi.
Hi. Never seen you here before.
Yeah, I just moved my dream job.
Awesome.
What do you do?
I'm an engineer. Been here since college.
Nice.
The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in Retirement
No, I was looking at different a different tab to the questions on the videos. Sorry. I'm waiting for the final coming up at 2:57. There's a final 100-meter backstroke. I think it's women's. I answered your question down below.
The fastest swimmer gets lane 4, and the second fastest swimmer gets 5. So, what's the advantage to being in the middle of the pool? Off Drexel goes. And he's got a great start in lane 5. It's simple. Less choppy water. Drexel, he's in it! And a better view of your fellow competitors. Bobby Finks up there in lane 3, making his own move. Both a big advantage with gold on the line.
As we get set for the second semifinal of the men's 200 fly, you're looking at 17-year-old Thomas Heilman. He is the youngest male U.S. swimmer since Michael
You spent
Phelps
6 months there, with the class lasted a week. Why were you there for an extra
from Charlottesville, Virginia.
an extra 25 weeks?
Now, especially when you consider that the
Got another semi coming up.
is just a few lanes above him. Christoph Milok, the defending gold medalist as well in this event. He's been a bit of a mystery. Took a break. He was 2.5 months or so out of the water, taking a mental break. But he is looking a little bit like his old self, Rowdy, so far. After what we've seen of him here in Paris.
I thought he did this morning. I thought he looked really good in the 300. Remember, this guy has the 5 fastest times in history. No one has ever been under 152.4 yet. And Milok is the exception, and he's done it 8 times.
He can get it done. He says, I'm not going to lose my ego. No sport you can do well without some self-confidence. And he's got that. We'll see what he's got.
All right, time for a poll. Keep you guys interested.
Finally set up the final 8 for the medals tomorrow night. Milok, lane 4. Heilman, the 17-year-old down there in lane 7. We've got
Yeah, Rochester, Syracuse, and Buffalo get between like 90 and 100 inches of snow a year. Syracuse actually gets the most right now over the last 10 or 20 years.
from Poland in lanes 2 and 6. Had to get that in. Yeah, I'm so glad you did it.
It doesn't take long to see who the king of butterfly is, at least in the 200, and that's Milok right there.
Lake effect stuff.
Almost a second.
It was not fun. It's too much snow. I mean, it gets no sun either. It's like the third least amount of sun coverage in the country, Rochester, New York. So I'm glad I don't live there anymore. Philadelphia is way better weather than Rochester, New York, believe it or not.
They don't want to be out too fast. He's looking pretty good though early on.
Heilman is a rising high school senior in Charlottesville.
I'll have to do a poll. Keep you guys interested.
Has been a professor there for some 20 years, so it was a natural thing for him to go there. Of course, he also wants
All right, I'll end the Q&A since nobody was start a poll. All right.
Look at his breathing. He's right there in front of you guys. I mean, it's so cool because he breathes 2 up.
Oh yeah, I lived in Southern California for a couple of years. I was in Huntington Beach. Great weather.
He can get into the top 3 or 4, make the final. Meanwhile, he's a cake.
Start a poll. All right.
Schmilevsky's up there. The lane 2 is in pretty good shape, but being just a bit. Milok just looks strong. Heilman second from the bottom in lane 7. He might be in the 4th position as he is really laying back.
Yeah, he's hurting, Dan. He may be 5th or 6th.
So Milok takes it, and Heilman gets in there well back in 7th, or actually 6th.
Yeah, he's out. 17-year-old kid's out, but a great learning experience for him. No question about it. Remember, he's 17 years old. We'll see him in the 100 butterfly a little bit later on this week. And remember what I just said in the sense of LA in 2028. But Milok, No problem. And here's his stroke. You know, 2 priorities.
All right, I started a poll.
Dynamic entry. Look at that entry. He catches it, has that great pull. And then 2 effective kicks per arm cycle. You kick once a hand into the water, and then once a hand leave the water. So it's really perfect for his strategy in moving forward. And he's 152.7. And I mean, this place will. Leon Marchand's going to need every single person in this crowd to beat this guy.
West Virginia.
Because the top 2 are the defending gold medalists.
I remember, Sonny. That's the state they made up at the end of the Civil War, right?
Without an American thus far. The men's 200 fly in the books will race for the medal.
All right, we got
Well, we've got the big one coming up.
a big one coming up. They get the big one coming up, 100-meter backstroke. And the women's, that's next. Looks like an American's in a favorite in that one.
I'm Jerome Cannon. I'm founder and executive director of Block, that nonprofit boxing organization. I'm originally from Lexington, Kentucky. I had all the pain that I kept inside of me growing up, but nothing let me express it in the way that boxing did. My mother taught me to use my energy to make the world a better place, and I wanted to pass that on to other people. Kids, learn about our program.
Right back.
This is something I want to be a part of. It's our real life action that supports our young people. TikTok has pushed me to use my voice to do good.
Greatness hurts. But with care, you can keep choosing it. That's Tylenol. That's care without limits.
Every time you feed your pet pills, you help feed a shelter pet, which helps make them healthy, happy, and more adoptable, changing their life forever so they can change yours. Science did that.
Hyaluronic acid for your hair. Elvide Hyaluron Plus Plump Serum by L'Oreal. A lightweight leave-in with 2% hyaluronic hair complex to replump hair with moisture for up to 72 hours. More hydration, less frizz. Elvide Hyaluron Plus Plump from L'Oreal.
People call me
I think they will if Sides just shuts up and doesn't coach.
Because I'm passionate about helping young people to find their purpose
Yeah,
and identity.
I agree.
outside of the court.
What happened to German? She left. We only got 3 people.
I felt like I could give more of my time and talent to help kids in my
Let me see how the men's volleyball team's doing.
live what I consider.
Tell Senator Casey to put Pennsylvania families
It's a commercial.
and fix his inflation disaster.
Hey, do you need any help? Oh, yeah. Petco's trained associates know the right food for cats with
Field hockey and soccer.
Over the most international caps of any player for any nation.
So the men's team 1-3-0.
With well over 470 caps now, approaching 480.
Oh, at 3:20 we got a fencing final.
Umpire says play on. Here comes Sharp, who has the lone.
All right.
McEwen and Smith high-five the guy.
Who got kidnapped by an alien?
Just a second, but McEwen, just one of the class swimmers in all the world. She's trying to.
Coach Sides.
Natalie Coughlin has just the second swimmer to win back-to-back Olympic golds in this, and then there is another player in this field besides Reagan Smith who comes out in search of her first Olympic gold. Her parents
She wears gloves?
in the stands. Barely can survive all the nervous anxiety that all the parents go through watching their kids go. I don't think any other swimmer, though, at least from the American side, Rowdy, has gone through a bigger transformation in a good way than Reagan Smith. And she talked about how she's developed. She used to be obsessed with the sport. really has calmed down. There is Beryl Gastadello of France, one of 2 French women in this final. Kylie Moss took silver in Tokyo, bronze in Rio at the last 2 games. Catherine Burkhoff is that other swimmer here who could very well crash the podium. Reagan Smith, first of 3 individual events here for the U.S. team.
All right, go Reagan.
Right next to her with all that history.
What is this? The
Anderson, the 18-year-old
backstroke?
in the field from Australia is on lane 6. Ingrid Wilm in her first Olympics at the age of 26, swimming for Canada, and Emma Terriveau of France. They haven't had a finalist in 16 years. They got 2 tonight, and they will hear it from this crowd.
Boy, this shapes up to be one of the great 100 backstrokes in women's history right now. That's how close it is. The 4 fastest swimmers ever are in this event. And they're all lined up from lanes 2 through 5. It is just magical what this potential is. When you talk about Reagan Smith, she cannot overswim this first 30 meters. Keep that tempo going and keep that confidence she has coming from trial.
Smith is in lane 4. Captain Burkhoff.
this is the it's a 100. It's only going to be 2 laps.
Get on the stand here. Then you got McEwen down there in lane 5. Those 4 are just about deadlocked as they make the turn.
Look how close it is. Exactly what we thought. The 4 fastest in history are giving us a show right now.
Reagan Smith beginning to wind it up. Burkhoff is staying right there. McEwen is right there as well. Kylie Moss is up there in lane 2, but it appears to be Burkhoff in 3. Here it comes.
Uh-oh. USA's not going to get a gold.
Reagan Smith. McEwen looking to do it again. She hits the wall with a gold. Smith with a silver. Burkhoff with a bronze as the Americans go 2-3.
No golds. You keep getting silver and bronzes in swimming.
Well, it certainly lived up to its billing for the first 90 meters. I mean, everybody was right there. But, you know, we talked about Kaylee McEwen for a long time. We haven't seen her in a while, man. I mean, it's been a while, been a year.
She's just a bit fired up. And again, she joins Natalie Cogman as just the 2nd swimmer in history to win back-to-back Olympic golds in this event.
The 4 swimmers were separated by 6 100ths of a second at the turn. The first, you got to start off with that last one. Right there in the middle by Reagan Smith. She is so good underwater. But Kayla McEwen did a pretty good job of cleaning that start up from last night in the semi. But look at that.
Yeah, Australia's not a big country. They sure are good swimmers, though.
It is fascinating to watch 4 fastest in history all coming to the wall together. But in the end, the last 10 meters, boy,
The Jamaicans are good at sprinting.
fantastic. And in the end, it really wasn't close. I didn't think 57.3 was going to win it. I thought 57.6 was going to win it. And that's exactly what Reagan Smith went. So give McEwen credit for winning that race.
They've gone head-to-head so many times, but McEwen really has come out on top almost every time, and not only this distance, but the 200 as well. She gets it done again for Australia. How about the Aussie women? 4 golds now, a silver, and they've got the big majority of the Aussie Olympic medals here. The Americans go 2-3. How about Burkhoff? Reagan Smith. They are silver and bronze. Bobby Fink is coming up. What can he do these Olympics in the 800?
Bobby Fink. All right, we got another 800. We got another final coming up. Need some gold medals, guys. And that the track and field team is going to have to come home with some golds.
There's a crisis at our southern border, and liberal open border policies are making it worse. So what's Congresswoman Susan Wild doing about it?
I just voted no on the border bill.
Blocking solutions, voting against remain in Mexico, a common sense policy that kept immigrants in Mexico. The result? More drugs, more violence, more illegals pouring over the border and into our communities. Tell Congresswoman Susan Wild to secure our border and reinstate Remain in Mexico. Dear non-stick surface, you're great for scrambling eggs, but to drive on, well, that's what it feels like when things get rough. Good thing we have amazing traction. Let's bond. Toyota all-wheel drive vehicles. Right now, get great lease offers on many new all-wheel drive gas and hybrid Toyota SUVs, including Corolla Cross and RAV4. Shop online and get your new Toyota from your nearest Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest.
How's the female gymnast doing? They got gold medal.
For the content of this advertising.
Joseph, they got a gold medal.
The men's 800 was contested in
By a
the
lot.
Olympics 3 years ago for the first time in 117 years.
Germa's back.
Bobby Fink cemented his Olympic glory forever.
Where'd you go, Germa?
Comeback win from behind. He was in fourth
We got
place
a
with
final
50
here,
meters
800.
left. He came charging home to take the Olympic
So
gold.
that's,
We've got some figures
wow.
in this final that were a part of it.
It's 16.
Alternieri, the oldest guy here,
16
29 years old, his
16
fourth
laps.
Olympics. It was Fink who passed him by and everybody else. And then you've got a great story also next to Bobby Fink. A couple of lanes down is Daniel Whiffen of Ireland in lane 4. Whiffen is trying to become the first male Olympic swimmer from Ireland to win a medal. Mona McSherry last night became just the second Irish swimmer to win an Olympic medal, period. It was a huge celebration, and Whiffen is confident that he can get it done. He was the #1 qualifier, and you've got all these stories. Rowdy, you got Fink. He was in lane 3 in Tokyo when he charged from behind. It's not as much of a secret anymore. They know what he can do. He's in lane 2 tonight.
In lane
Next to
2.
Alternieri, who was in his 4th Olympics and took gold back in 2016 in the 1500, where Bobby took the gold in Tokyo, and then Whiffen is next to him. So how do you see this race broken down?
Well, I think you said it perfectly today. Everybody knows Fink Season. Nobody knew about that in Tokyo. Everybody knows about it now. So they're going to end up having to change their strategy because of what Fink is capable of doing.
16 lengths to the pool to decide the men's 800 free Olympic medals.
Like you said, Fink up there in lane number 2, so automatically you're going to see him read to his right. He'll see everybody. I don't think it's that bad because he's going to get a sense if he's close at the 700, what he needs to do the last 100, but he cannot fall too far behind these guys right now because, again, they know what they need to do. That's Whittington from Australia, another guy that's going to be a big factor. He really poured it on and had that bold strategy in the prelims and taking it out very fast. Came back to the field the back half, and that's probably what's going to happen tonight.
Whittington, who's down there in lane 6. That is the lane below the 2 white lane lines. Whittington took silver in the 400 free behind Lucas Martins. That was a race in where his countryman Sam Short was the big favorite, ended up off the podium, and Whittington picked up the slack and ended up with silver behind the German. So we'll see how long Whittington can hang in there. Above him is a 19-year-old from Tunisia, and Ahmed Jani, who's the youngest of the field, who cannot be discounted as well.
And
And with more on Bobby Fink, we send you down to Melissa.
Dan, Bobby grew up in a swimming family. His mom, Jeannie, swam at Ball State. His older sisters, Autumn and Summer, swam at Florida and NC State. They lived and breathed swimming. Not because they were...
Lives and breathes swimming.
Bobby says his sisters, who were also distance swimmers, paved the way for him. The three of them competed in everything. They raced to finish their food. They raced to the car. His singular goal when he was a boy was to beat them in the pool. And so when he was 13 years old, he finally did. And his sisters will tell you he doesn't brag. He was more subtle. So he said something like, "I got you," with a smile. And Summer is watching this race now in Florida. She joins us. I know you're very nervous, very excited, you told me. Thanks for being with us. You told me Bobby is still a kid at heart, and that really helps him in the pool.
It does. I mean, especially with distance swimming, it can be so monotonous, but you should see his Lego collection. Pretty impressive. He plays video games all the time. Anything to keep it light, he is doing it.
Hey, Summer, it's Dan Hicks, and I was curious. Your sister Autumn, you are Summer. Your sister is Autumn, and she is currently taking a bar exam while this race is going on. Is that correct?
Yeah. So pretty tense time. I think she takes the bar 8:30 to 5:30 today and tomorrow. So she actually won't know the results of this until 5:30 p.m. when she gets out of her exam. So I'm the support system for all of us right now.
Yeah, I don't think they allow any devices in the room while you're taking, so she can't be streaming Peacock or anything like that watching the race, right?
No.
I understand.
Nothing. So she's everywhere blocked out.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you watch your brother try to win the gold again, and I know that you guys have plans, both you and Autumn, to come out and watch Green Paris for the 1500. So safe travels and good luck in this one.
Thank you.
Summer Fink watching her brother as they approach the halfway point here. And you've got several swimmers still in it. That's Daniel Wilson of Ireland leading the way as we swim through here as the 800 meter rolls on.
You got to do 16 loop laps.
The new school year is a chance to show off what I'm into. You know I love dinos, how I talk about dinos all the time. When I get all their mules in the car, through the bathroom door, blah, 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 dinos, dinos, dinos. Well, I've evolved. And it's all about sharks now. So for back to school, let's just focus on sharks and only sharks. And if it's not sharks, it's not for me.
My journey is taking a while. So yeah, start your impossible.
And then when Mrs. Perry was teaching us about compound interest, Lily told me that Alex Malowski looked at me twice.
Compound interest. She happened to say anything about annuities?
What about tax-free investing?
Well, I could text her. Talk to a financial professional today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and corn.
Here comes Fink.
Blue Moon is made brighter.
All right. It's a tough race, 800, 16 laps. Definitely an endurance thing. Excuse me.
We just hit the 600 meter mark, less than 4 lengths of the pool to go, and the pack of the top three is Bobby Fink, second from the top. Alternating areas below him in lane 3, whipping below him in lane 4, but don't forget about Ahmed Johnny down there in lane 5, just kind of posting up. He finished in an absolute frenzy earlier in the prelims routing, so he's got that kind of Bobby Fink closing speed.
Boy, this just looks eerily
similar to what we saw in Tokyo, but back then you and I didn't know anything about what Bobby Fink's capable of doing. He's going to have to do the same exact thing, Dan. I mean, it's just that simple. He's right there. He knows exactly where he's at, but it just doesn't look like he has the tempo to be able to do it, because that lead now for Patrinieri has stretched out in a big way. He's over a second behind.
The bell sounds 2 lengths to the full left. Fink is running third right now, and it is with the
Third place.
close to Patrinieri. But it was Fink who chased down the Italian 3 years ago. We'll see what kind of gas he's got left tonight here in Paris.
It's the same exact scenario. We counted him out 3 years ago. You're not going to count him out tonight, but
Patrinieri and Whitman are deadlocked. Fink's going to have to beat Bobby Fink again. Let's see if he's got the kind of finishing power.
Go, Fink!
Tokyo, and here he comes. There goes one. He goes by one.
Whitman's got the lead. He's chased down Patrinieri, and Bobby Fink has the Irishman in his sights, but it's going to be tough.
He ain't getting the gold. Another silver for the U.S.
And Fink gets the silver. Patrinieri with the bronze. He almost got it done, but it's Whitman who makes history again for Ireland.
Well, we got a medal, but no gold again.
He gave it a run, didn't he? Oh, boy. Yikes.
He was setting himself up for the run rally, and he almost pulled it off.
Almost pulled it off again.
But how about Ireland and what they accomplished here with McSherry? Under breast, and then Whitman follows it up with his own piece of history. He said, I was not shy coming in here thinking about the podium, and he's got the top step.
That guy will never have to buy a meal or a drink again in Ireland.
And there might be a few to go around.
Everything's on the house for that young man now. Wow. And Bobby went by one of them. He dropped one of them. Couldn't quite pull it out.
Oh, well. Another silver medal for us. Well, it's a medal.
To go along with the golden one in Tokyo. And this was summer watching Bobby trying to get home. Happy for her brother, who picks up another Olympic medal. Whitman said, honestly, I think everything is kind of aligning. He said it had been 100 years since Ireland first competed at the Olympics. He did his history. He said, my birthday is on Bastille Day. Everything is just aligning for the Olympics, and I'm looking forward to it. Boy, did it align with a gold.
Now that you heard the rest, you can hear the best.
You can be with the S and have this on your chest.
Snoop chose the voice Monday, September 23rd, NBC and Peacock.
This summer is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai models. All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway sales event. Get in and get away now. Lease a Hyundai Elantra for only $159 a month, or get 1.99% APR, or up to $1,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
They started as dreamers, but today they're stars. Follow every moment of Team USA on the network that brings you legendary speed and reliability, Xfinity Mobile. With Xfinity Mobile, you'll have the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with you on the go, with exclusive access to speeds up to a gig in millions of locations nationwide. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Prices are spiking in Pennsylvania, and Senator Bob Casey's reckless spending made things worse. Casey joined Washington.
We got another race at 3:59 though, the relay.
Driving up prices for families. Worse, Senator Casey voted to allow COVID relief checks for illegal immigrants and convicted criminals, even murderers. Senator Casey voted to allow more money for illegals, leaving less for us. Tell Senator Casey to put Pennsylvania families first and fix his inflation disaster.
The only way to answer what comes next is by asking, how did it all begin? It was always about the joy of realizing you're exactly where you're meant to be. It was always about setting the goal, trusting the process, confronting doubt, worrying that when it looks like there's nothing left to give, you'll find exactly what you need. It was always about the journey, knowing you have the strength to keep going.
It has been a very hot day in Paris. The translation from Celsius to Fahrenheit was over 100 on the field for field hockey. You took out the hose to take care of the fans and the players at beach volleyball. Stifling under the Eiffel Tower. Fans are trying to keep cool. And there was no air conditioning on the bus, so the swimming gang had to take off their shirts just trying to stay cool before getting over to the pool. We're going to go back to the pool for one more race here in a little bit. It's 9:23 local time, so the sun has gone down. Actually, some thunderstorms on the way here to Paris. What a couple of hours it's been watching Simone Biles and the U.S. team win the gold medal in team gymnastics. We'll have all of that for you. Prime time in Paris coming up 8 o'clock on your NBC station, 7 Central. Just a bunch of swimming with more still ahead. Also want to take you around to some other things that were happening during the day, and great news for American rugby fans. This may be the finish of the Olympics. This is the bronze medal match in women's rugby. The United States lost its semifinal earlier against New Zealand. The U.S. is down 12-7 to the pre-games favorite Australia. And this is at the end. This is like trying to return a punt at the end to win the game and walk it off.
Take it all the way. Cedric for the USA.
Incredible return by Cedric for the try, and then the conversion at the back end gets the U.S. its first ever rugby medal. The United States will get the bronze, a dramatic and emotional finish for a team that has gained a lot of followers. How about that? A milestone moment for rugby. Now, rugby had been out of the Olympics for a while. I want to take you back to the last Summer Olympics a century ago, 1924. Rugby was a bigger deal. This was rugby 15 players on the field. The United States won a medal then, winning a medal here in Paris. U.S. men's soccer is moving on.
They won 3-0, right?
Jordy Mohanovic with a goal there. Kevin Brady's had a brace, including this one.
Wow, nice goal.
U.S. wins 3-0.
Where's the other goal? Why only showing 2 out of 3?
They will face Morocco. Today's can't miss moments presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We have 3-on-3 basketball coming up for you. U.S. men, they're led by Guy Maynard, former BYU star Jimmer Fredette, taking on Serbia, who won the bronze.
What does Cheryl Swoop say about CC now? Oh, God, who knows? She shouldn't even be alive.
This name, Chase Buckinger. He's swapped the hardcourt for the sand. He's competing in beach volleyball alongside Miles Evans. They won their opening game yesterday. Today, facing a Dutch duo. We're going to have that for you later on in our daytime show. And as mentioned, so one more final in swimming. It's going to be the men's 4x200 freestyle relay. U.S. hoping to return to the podium after missing out in Tokyo. So that is still ahead. As we roll on, we're going back to the pool. Not just the
They didn't get on the 4x200. They didn't even make the podium.
They are back in the pool. Medalists already at these games. 100 freestyle semifinals. Back to Dan and Robbie. Live after this.
Some of the most brilliant minds in business. No, not you.
Cheryl Swoops. Oh, she said Caitlin's a very good passer. That was the compliment she gave when she was doing the analysis. It was almost killing her to say that. I know. Doesn't it seem like she's on drugs?
Business bank account with market-leading APY. Get the full picture of your business on one platform. Intuit QuickBooks. Now get 70% off for 3 months.
Okay, Newman, you're set. And as I suspect it, I'll tell them that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Got it? Ooh. Did you get that? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. No freezers? How unusual is this for a restaurant?
I think that that's unusual because a lot of restaurants have freezers. But we don't have freezers, we have fresh food every single day.
How fresh is fresh?
It's real food that's coming to our tables.
Oh, wow. Fresh food. Jeez, I can't believe it. Let me rush over there now.
You never want to lose sight of the things you love.
We get it all.
Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting IDEA HD.
All right, I wonder what else I got today.
Improve your vision.
Germa, yeah, she's embarrassing herself. She looks pathetic. She ruined her whole reputation. She should have just kept her mouth shut. Like, I never knew much about her personality. I just thought she was a really good player. I watched her play in college and a little bit in the pros and the Olympics, and I just thought she was a really good player. And now I think she's the worst person on the planet.
Associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye fluid.
Let me see what else is playing here.
Still,
because there's not another. The men's is until 3:59. It's another and a half hour.
Ask your retina specialist about IDEA
What else is on?
today for the potential for fewer injections.
In the neighborhood.
Men's volleyball.
What pistachio for you, sir?
Let me just see.
Legal immigrants and convicted criminals.
Every time I go to USA, it's a commercial.
Voted to allow more money for illegals, leaving less for us. Tell Senator Casey to put Pennsylvania families first and fix it.
Soccer. There's a soccer game on. It's Japan, Israel. It looks like I don't really care about that. Beach volleyball. Men's beach volleyball's on.
You're talking about business.
Got a few million hyper-connected customers.
Oh, they got women's beach volleyball.
That's where the wood comes in. With the right combination of talent and technology to help advance and connect all that it takes to excel in
It
business.
says men's, but it looks like it's women's. Oh, all these commercials while the game contest is going on. That's ridiculous.
Dove is one for a moisturizing cream. I feel silky smooth.
What you got to say? New Balance. We got now.
So Brazil's playing Spain in women's beach volleyball, although they're playing, they're wearing regular shorts.
They have a game in Brazil called Fujimori where you're not allowed to use your hands. You have to chest it or you have to kick it up. And an excellent top shot there.
Yeah, they're just looking at us, right? They're looking so dialed in. They're conducting the crowd.
14-10. Brazil cruising at the moment. And Spain put a little pressure on.
And the Brazilian women are playing the Spanish women, winning.
Get them arguing with each other a little bit, trying to take them out of their comfort.
For some reason, the Brazilian women are really conservative with their shorts, as opposed to the Spanish women. There you go.
Every Olympic Games, they give us, NBC gives us a research manual. My favorite note on any team in the research manual was that Duda likes to go home, read and relax with tequila. Her dog. Oh.
6-point lead.
Jamaica. If I was their coach, I'd like to see them serve to the left side of Anna Patricia. Move her back. She's hitting a lot, not shooting. But get her moved to her back left corner.
Now Patricia doing some work. She's breathing heavily. Now right into the middle. Another pokey pop up. Paula. Little shoot set. Spain wants a mishandled ball.
Not an acceptance. Great defensive play. And right before that hit,
What do we got hit back on NBC?
with Taylor Fritz earlier today. We'll open up a feel what's going on around the games. As we roll on here on this evening in Paris, afternoon back in the States, we're going to go back to the pool, earning electricity and excitement. And here's Dan Hicks with more. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Mike. We've got a couple of semifinal events to get to before the final. And the men's 800 free relay ensues.
All right, you got a semi and
Wins
women's.
silver in the 800 free, and we also heard from his sister Summer Fink. And this was an interview earlier, just a few minutes ago, that Melissa Stark had with Bobby, joined by his sister.
Back on the podium, this time it's silver. What's your initial reaction to the race?
I'd be lying if I wasn't disappointed. I'm the first loser, so I want that. But it stinks to not get the gold again. But I'm really proud of Dan, and this was a really good race. And it's always a pleasure racing these guys.
And we're going to put the headset on you, but you can answer me now. Did you have a sense of where you were in that final 50?
I knew where Greg was because he was next to me. I was peeking over a little bit to see where Dan was, but he just ran a really good race and was able to outsprint me or hold me off at the end.
And we have your sister who was on for part of the race. We know about the family rivalries and everything, but Summer, you have a message of, how proud she is of you?
No.
I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. Everything that we've done, everything that we've accomplished, and the full year interviews, the words you say, I'm so proud of you, bud.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'll let me say some. Look forward to seeing you soon, and yeah.
Thanks. She's on her way to see you.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I think we've got the Fink family tree. Once again, this is the reaction from Bobby's parents. Sisters are on their way to Paris to see Bobby's upcoming 1,500 meter.
All right, well, we got a couple.
Zoom with the semifinals, and the first one here.
Women's 100 free semis.
3 years ago, Gretchen Walsh watched her older sister Alex make her first Olympic team. This time around, Gretchen made her first team with Alex, but one thing has never changed: the way they have always leaned on one another through the years. And Alex will be watching this race tonight, of course, very, very closely. So it's Gretchen Walsh down there in lane 6, and another swimmer to keep an eye on is just a couple of lanes away from Gretchen, and that is Siobhan Hockey, who took bronze at the 200 behind the Aussies just a short time ago. So Gretchen Walsh, who got into this event, Rowdy, after Kate Douglas was scratched at the trials after winning this 100. Kate's such a multi-talented swimmer, just wasn't enough room in her program, so Gretchen Walsh gets the ball.
kind of slipped in there. And when we talked to her in Raleigh, at first she said, well, I'm not real sure I want to do that. But then she got really excited about it and told us that, hey, this is what I want to do. Nobody has more speed the first 50 than Gretchen Walsh. Nobody in the entire meet. But what she has to do is use those great underwaters, especially on this wall, from motor home to get over. Look at the speed.
Walsh down there in lane 6 already with 2 silvers here at Paris, a part of the relay. And on opening night, and then taking that silver behind her teammate Tori Husk, who's set to go in the next semifinal. Just great natural speed Walsh has down there in lane 6.
And she'll swim the 50, but boy, you know, she's coming back. And again, she can be fourth here and be safe, but nothing less than fourth. And that's what she's going to be.
Bobby won the semifinal. Shayna Jack of Australia, who got got her first Olympic medal gold. And trains with Molly O'Callahan also looking pretty good. So she could be a factor when they race for the medals tomorrow night as well.
Well, you look at Steenbergen right there, just inching ahead of Walsh at the end. Both of them are very similar on the start. Slow, very slow reaction time. But watch what Walsh does once she enters the water. She blows everybody out of the water that first 50 meters. She's going to need that tomorrow night if she makes the final. It's still an if. There's an if there because this second semi is a little better. You can see that reach to the wall right there. Nice job. But she's fourth at 53.18 there. Keep an eye on the clock. 53.18.
Hockey continues to swim well after taking a bronze in the 200 behind the Aussies last night. Walsh in the fourth position, hoping she's going to have a spot. Her teammate Tori Huss is coming up next, the newly minted gold medalist.
So with all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free.
All right, got one more semi coming up.
Yep. Hilton Honors, babe.
You guys still out there?
What about the canopy in Paris, babe?
You guys all?
How long has that been here? And there's no blackout dates. Hilton Honors, baby. There's no way the Conrad would have included.
When you want points, they can take.
And then France and Canada. So we're gonna find out with Slovenia what they're gonna bring here against Serbia. That's a terrific matchup. And then Canada.
So men are beating Germany in
Very, very tough.
volleyball.
Slovenia. Slovenia in the Olympics for the very first time on the men's side, or the women's side, came out on top.
But over time, continues to be a problem, but a little too late in this set. But can they get them going, get the momentum going, and push that into the next set?
We'll go back to the sideline. Karlichik will come back in.
It looks like the easy work of the Americans, although that time Wang sends the shuttle into the net. There you see the Americans.
It's hard for them to get into rallies because the Chinese Taipei, they're so good at that flat exchange and they're not giving away the lift.
It's a very difficult Group D. 5 teams in this group, and only 2 will get out. Chinese Taipei making their statement. They should be one of them.
Vincent Chu with a big hammer on that one. A short lift, and it's going to be punished. Gets up nice and high and puts it to the ground.
Vincent Chu was partnered with a player by the name
There's
of
some badminton on here.
2017.
We're gonna go back to swimming in a minute.
Who eventually went on to play for Team USA. Went along with gold and
Badminton's fast. Wow. Not as bad a sport as you think it is.
Wow. What an experience for a young player to play with an Olympic gold medalist.
All right, we got a swimming semis.
Well, since Lezak became the legend at those games in 2008 in that relay, every swimmer for sure has wanted to get their picture taken with the great Jason Lezak, and Tori Huss took her turn and held on to that sweet gold medal from Beijing, which kept Michael Phelps' hopes alive. She was just...
Lezak is closing a little bit on Bernard. Can the veteran chase him down and pull off a shocker here? Well, there's no gap that he's tightened up. Bernard is losing to ground. Here comes Lezak. Unbelievable at the end. He's done it. The U.S. has done it. He did it. He did it.
Well, since Lezak became the legend at those games... with her fellow Aussie teammates.
All right, we got one more semi coming up, and then the finals. Anybody out there? You guys are all asleep.
Who has the world record in this event still? It has stood for 7 years. She's now 30 years old, and yet another Olympics rally. 25 world championship medals for Shoyster. And
Wow, she said it 7 years ago. No one's broken in 7 years.
you have called her already the big favorite in the 53, which says a lot.
I really do think she's still at 30 years of age, the favorite in the 50, and definite medal favorite. She's the world record holder. I mean, come on. There's a reason why we don't want to count her out, and she's still good as anyone getting home the last 20 meters. But I can tell you right now, watch Molly O'Callahan right there, lane 3. She may be dead last at the 50 and still might win this semi and still might win gold.
Fastest time in the world this year. O'Callahan up there in lane 3, coming off the gold in the 200.
As I said, Husk really needs to be aggressive. Every single time she has swum to her capability, she has been aggressive going out without overswimming that first 50, and she's doing the same thing. You've got to do this here. Now you also have to keep an eye on the clock for Walsh before 53.18.
Husk in the second position. Chen Feng up there from China had the lead at the touch and is looking pretty strong. We'll see if she's got some closing speed, and we'll keep an eye on 2 lanes below her.
Yeah, this 100 freestyle. It's just a semi, but
Has just got blistering closing speed.
it's tough pull here.
Remember, she was 6. She wasn't 8, but she was 6.
Looks like she's gonna win.
In there.
Oh, she got 4th.
The top 3, Sjöström was 3rd. O'Callahan won it.
And I think Walsh makes it. Husk will, definitely. Husk will definitely make it. It looks like Walsh is, yes, she is in 8th. So we've got 2 Americans in the final of the 100 freestyle. Nice swim, nice comeback for us. She was real good the first 50, backed off on that third 25, and then brought it home that last 15, 20 meters. She was within 24 100ths of a second of O'Callahan. There are the 4 right there. All of them under 53. All of them really.
Yeah, it should be a good final whenever that is tomorrow.
Believe it or not, Sjöström has the best start of
We got a final at 3:59, so that's about the relay.
They come down the stretch, all 4 of them into the wall at once. Just the semi. Don't get too excited. All 4 will be back. It's going to be a barn burner tomorrow night.
It is indeed. China in the second spot there. And Zhang Juxiang finished right behind the Aussie. Sjöström at age 30 looking good. Husk is in the mix. The Americans will be bookends. They'll be in lanes 1 and 8. Walsh and Husk. Hottie continues to swim well, and the Aussies have a couple more lined up for a couple more cracks at the medals. But O'Callahan and Shayna Jack as they race for the medals in the women's 100 free tomorrow.
Yeah, final be tomorrow. I'll be right back.
I'm Bob Casey, and I'm working to stop the ripoff.
No, he isn't. Bob Casey caused the ripoff. On vote after vote, Casey supported Biden and Harris's reckless spending that caused the worst inflation in 40 years, ripping you off with higher prices on groceries, gasoline, housing, everything. The more Bob Casey votes, the more prices go up. There's only one way to stop the ripoff. Fire Bob Casey. Keystone Mineral Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Go through your cards.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Whoa. $20 grandpa?
Cheers.
What's it worth?
Everything.
Can I keep it?
Before she was the most liberal U.S. senator, Kamala Harris was the liberal San Francisco prosecutor, the most progressive in all of California. She let an MS-13 gang member go, who then murdered a father and his 2 sons. She agreed to release another felon, who then committed murder. And Kamala even protected illegal alien drug dealers, so they could escape deportation. Kamala Harris, a dangerous San Francisco liberal. Make America Great Again. He was responsible for the content of this advertising.
The games of the 33rd Olympiad on NBC are brought to you by Intuit QuickBooks. That's how you business differently. Uber and Royal Caribbean. Come see.
Eiffel Tower behind us, and right below us, it's fans mingling in the plaza. That's the walkway over from the Park of Champions over towards beach volleyball. They've got those cell phone lights on there between games. We're going back to the pool. We have more live swimming still to come on a busy session over there. I want to take you back to earlier, if you were not in front of the TV. Big day in gymnastics. Women's team final. The United States going for gold. Simone Biles, the best as per usual on the ball. On the bars, Jordan Childs, he was solid throughout. Sticks that landing there. The best on bars is the best on beam. Suni Lee, the reigning all-around champion. Strong in her couple of events, and as usual, the exclamation point comes from the incomparable Simone Biles, closing it out on the floor in the U.S., winning the gold medal. Italy, a surprise second. Brazil, third. You'll hear from the athletes and watch how it all played out behind the scenes as well, coming up on primetime in Paris at 8/7 Central on your NBC station.
They won gold in 3 out of the last 4.
They call themselves on a redemption tour here as they win gold after the silver in Tokyo. They get gold 3 of the
They would have won
last
gold
4
last time.
for the U.S. women in the team event. Time now for NBC's Trust the Numbers, presented by Salesforce, bringing our friend Steve Courtney.
In essence,
Steve, after the gold, the team
they were the best in the world for the last 4 Olympics.
Thursday, and the individual all around. I know you're going to break down the numbers looking ahead to that for us.
Yeah, Mike, and as you said, that first part of the redemption tour for the U.S. complete with that women's gold medal, and the attention now on Simone Biles. And the question, can Simone Biles recapture the magic of 2016 in Rio, just as the team did in 2016? Biles winning gold in the women's all-around. And so far, you have to say in Paris for Biles, the early returns are very promising. We're going to throw up here. These are scores from qualifying for the all-around on Sunday. Biles with the highest score overall. Is there an omen there? Well, in 2016, Biles also had the highest score in qualifying for the all-around. But what's more notable about this, the gap between Biles and Rebecca Andrade, between first and second here, that is 1.866 points, if you can read my little writing there. That's a massive gap in gymnastics. And in 2016, the gap between Biles and second in qualifying was 1.809. Almost the same. So we'll see if past his prologue on Thursday. Also for the Americans on Thursday, Suni Lee will be there for the finals. Jordan Childs has a score that's certainly worthy of the finals, but only 2 per country. Those are the rules. So by a very slim margin there, Lee edges Childs out for that final spot. And Lee also the defending gold medalist in this sport, an event we should certainly say. So take a look, though, at Biles. As we mentioned, this score just massive. And to put it in some perspective, here it is, apparatus by apparatus. We're showing you the qualifying scores here for Biles, and then we're showing you her scores from the 2023 Worlds. This was the most recent international competition prior to the Olympics. Biles did come in first, and you can see 2 things. Number one, her score in every apparatus better in qualifying at the Olympics than it was at Worlds. And then there's this. What those numbers all added up to for that overall score we showed you, that score Biles got in qualifying is the highest score anyone has put up in any competition since the 21 games in Tokyo. So they do wipe the scores clean on Thursday. We do start anew, and upsets do happen in sports. Could there be one in the finals on Thursday? Let's show you Biles compared to her competition, Rebecca Andrade and Suni Lee. And you can see here, there are some areas where Biles looks, dare we say, human, like the bars. But then you look at something like the vault. This is Biles' specialty. Look at that score score she put up Sunday, 15.8. There is no other score from no other competitor in any other apparatus that comes close to that 15.8. And the reason for that is the scale of difficulty. Remember, half the score in gymnastics is how tough is the routine that you're doing. And simply put, especially on the vault, Biles is pulling things off that no one else can even attempt. So if she's doing that again on Thursday, if she's pulling it up on Thursday, anything like she did on Sunday, that often means for these others and for every other competitor, they're often playing for second, Mike.
And that's in terms of the all-around. Then you have the individual apparatus. Their top three that you have listed on the top there, beam, floor, and vault. So an opportunity.
The score in gymnastics is how tough is the routine that you're doing. And simply put, especially on the vault, Biles is pulling things off that...
And with this, David, your day's been busy.
Well, Russia keeps cheating, Mr. Terrible.
One more to come. That plus the men's 4x200 freestyle final with Great Britain.
All right, we got a race coming up here. Let me just check. Do we get a score on in which 3-on-3 team lost today? Let me look that up.
Well, first date in Chicago, and I got stood up.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, Doug.
I'm on my way. Oh yeah, tell you something. I think you'll understand. And I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. Let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Tatiana Schoonmaker back to defend her gold medal against her biggest rivals.
Introducing Allison's Black Psoriasis. She thinks her flaky gray patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat black.
So it was
Otezla can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and
Haley Van Lith's team in Hambury.
Doctors have been prescribing Otezla.
They lost 17-13 today.
Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it, but serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla have depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss, upper respiratory tract infection, and
With clear skin, girls' day out is a good day out. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Wow. This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges. The tear is so much better. I'm starting to get carried away.
Designed with smooth tear edges, Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go. Plus, it has more cushiony softness than ordinary squares. Try Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, voted #1 product of the year.
The games of the 33rd Olympiad on NBC are brought to you by Xfinity, proud partner of Team USA. GMC, we are professional grade. Nike, and HeGetsUs.com. He gets us, all of us.
On the way back to swimming, want to take you to Roland Garros. Mentioned Rafael Nadal's loss yesterday to Novak Djokovic, eliminating him in singles, but he and Spanish #1 Carlos Alcaraz moving on in doubles. Great point here in the third set tiebreak. They split the sets with the Dutch duo, but Alcaraz and Nadal win 10-2 in the doubles. You go right to that tiebreaker, first to 10, winning by 2 wins it. Alcaraz and Nadal do, so they move on to the third round, where Andy Murray, who has said this is the last event of his great career, is trying to avoid that. He and Evans, the British duo, trying to hold off this team from Belgium. The Brits won the first set.
Woke Black Man is here. Uh-oh.
Murray and Daniel Evans in the black, the bottom of your screen. While we pop in and listen as they try to close this out and avoid that third set.
That was the team that lost. It wasn't. Do they have 2 teams entered? I was confused. I think they have 2 teams, right? They have 2 teams of 5. I don't know. 1? I thought there were 2 teams. I don't know why I thought that. How do they choose the players for that? Haley Van Lith isn't like that strong a player. She's a good player, but
The Switchins now tied at 3. Both Brits lost points on their serve in this tiebreak with double faults.
yeah, I heard that she didn't qualify. I don't know if she'd want it. I don't know if that's her specialty. She'd be better at 5-on-5 than 3-on-3.
I guess it's the 2 gold medals back to back is very impressive, but also for me, Wimbledon, for the amount of pressure that Andy Murray would have felt, like the press in Great Britain, and the 77 years of wait, and
just a little taste of that. Andy Murray trying to get he and Evans to the quarterfinals. They would not face Nadal and Alcaraz. Can you imagine if we get Nadal and Murray on opposite sides of the net one more time in this tournament? That's available for you on Peacock. You can check in anytime. We keep an eye on this doubles match. 3-all in this tiebreak. As the duel from Great Britain is now down at the moment. We go back to swimming in decades.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. And as we get ready for another semifinal, which will include France's Leon
Semifinals. The finals were supposed to be at 3:59. They're late.
To teach us a little bit more about this sport, like how do the swimmers figure out the best way to get off those starting blocks?
At the block.
The only part of a swimming race that happens outside of the water is the start. Focus in on this block right here. This wedge is movable, so you can adjust the settings. I, as a 5'6" athlete, set my wedge to 2. Michael Phelps, who is 6'4", sets his to 3. Nathan Adrian, 6'7", sets his to 5. So it's all about getting that perfect power to velocity ratio. So once you have your block set, that's when you start going into those pre-race superstitions. You might see a lot of athletes splashing themselves. The sprinters might be hitting themselves. If you're Michael Phelps and you stand up on the blocks, you're doing your arm swings like this. So every swimmer has their own little thing that they like to do before their race, and it makes them feel good and comfortable right before they jump off.
Robbie, did you have any superstitions when you got on the block?
Well, I did. I would always move my goggles around like Faisal used to do, but all the great innovations in this sport, this may be the very best over the last few years.
All right, we get set. As we mentioned, Marchand will be in the second semifinal, so this crowd anxiously awaits his latest arrival in his 4th swim of the day. The first one here is highlighted by Zach Stubblety-Cook, the defending Olympic gold medalist from Australia. And you've got a guy like Marchand in the next semifinal, Rowdy, but you've got a guy like Stubblety-Cook with Marchand swimming all these different disciplines.
Yeah, one American in this one.
Is his specialty. It sure is. And the Aussies in lane 4.
So,
2 Americans who made the final 16.
That's just pool play.
The one American in his first semifinal made his Olympic debut this morning.
I wonder what the schedule is for.
At Indiana, born his hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but he trains in Indiana at Breaststroke U with Lily King and all those other great breaststrokers. So Matheny up there, second from the top. Seeing how it matches up here with the Aussie in lane 4.
I think we learned a valuable lesson watching that prelims, didn't we, Dan? I mean, you never, ever better count out Stephanie Cook. His last 50 was unbelievable. It was literally Superman.
Why do they have a college player on the 3x3 team when they've got all these good WNBA players?
At the 150. Looked like he was going to be completely out of it. Then he panicked and just drove home. He will not be first at the 150 on this one either, but he will get home the last 50.
Woke Black Man is back to cause problems. I don't believe you're woke.
The 25-year-old who's got 5 world championship medals and 2 Olympic medals just came roaring home. So he's one of those guys that likes to just.
Some guy in the Jimmy Fredette is on the men's team.
Fourth from the top, Stephanie Cook in lane 4. Matheny, second from the top in lane 2.
Playing Suburbia at 4:55. Okay, I may have to watch that. Jimmy Fredette.
He needed to not be patient. You know, I talk about patience in a race like this. Like, in this situation,
Yeah, I don't understand why someone like Haley Van Lith is on a 3x3 team when they've got all these women like that were on the All-Star team that should be on the team instead. Why would a college player, unless it was someone as good as Caitlin Clark, be on that team? Or, you know, maybe Juju Watkins or Paige Beckers. But Haley Van Lith, she wasn't even a first or second or third team All-American last year. I don't understand. Why aren't the WNBA players all on the team? I'm confused by that, but I don't know how they choose the team.
Different kind of race that Stephanie Cook swims in his first of 2 semis, but he takes it. Dong Jiao China was second, just above Stephanie Cook. And Josh Matheny was fourth.
Yep, ends up fourth in that.
Well, that explains Rosati, the coach of 3x3 team. That explains why the team didn't do well. I actually saw that she was the coach.
Situation for Matheny.
Surprised you didn't put 5 Connecticut players on the team.
It's going to be pretty outstanding considering the second semi is so much better. Here's Matheny going out, and as I said, Stephanie Cook was way behind. Well, he was fourth. He was fourth at the 100. That's not bad. And then the 150 turn, he unfolds out of that turn. You kind of pull out and implode the body. Keep that head down, sneak those hands up. And talk about sneaking. He's sneaking right to the next
Breaststroke. That's where my nephew and niece were experts at.
Stephanie Cook with a time of 2:08.57. Try to back up his gold medal he won in Tokyo. Casper Corbeau had a pretty good finish as well for the Netherlands. You see Matheny's 4th position there. Well, Leon Marchand's busiest day of these games is just about complete. 1 more to go. The second semi in the men's 2.
All right, this finals is really late. What's on the other channels?
Got the lead, and it's a good one.
My parents, they've been coaching me through this my whole life. They've been driving me to swim practice, driving me to swim meets. It's just kind of everyone helping along the way. I mean, my family, my teammates, my coaches, who have pushed me to be better.
Is he going to get the American record? Yes!
Surrounding yourself with those people can definitely have a huge advantage.
NBC's coverage of the Paris Olympics is brought to you by Uber. On our way.
Let's see what else is on here. Men's kayak. Men's kayak is on.
Biggest canoeist in the history of the sport, male or female.
And I think it might be safe to say she's the only person to hold 2 Olympic titles at one time because she is currently the Olympic C1 women's title holder and just recently did pretty well in the K1 as well. So up to a little bit of a shaky start is Jess.
Men's volleyball. Men, the USA team is up 2-0 against Germany, but they're losing this game 23-16. So it's going to go to a fourth set for sure. Yeah.
Force Amber away and force the shot inside of the three-man block as Matt Anderson because of the distance to the set.
Breaststroke is goofy. Who swims like that? I don't know why they had to make up different waves, different events. What was wrong with just freestyle? I can see the back backstroke, but
a lot of times mental rest, a little recalibration for the next sprint to 25.
yeah, what happened? Germany is going to look like it's going to take the set against the U.S. They were up 2-0, but they're not going to win the set. It looks like. Let's see. There's field hockey, soccer on this channel here. Japan looks like it's Israel. 0-0. Badminton.
Now get 70% off for 3 months.
This is the women's 200-meter final. Set.
We believe no journey is taken alone. Toyota, start your impossible.
All these games on DirecTV and no satellite on the roof. Think about this. Blue Jays, Cardinals, Orioles. What's missing? The Indian conduit? No, walnut brain.
Walnut brain.
And we've talked about this day and this night, Rowdy. In all, 11 swims, and we haven't even talked about relays, but that's the schedule. What has he done so far?
Yeah, check here. That's a nice Olympic gold medal. And then he's already got these two out of the way. How about a couple more 200s? He's got one there, one more to go. And it's really going to be clear sailing for him after this. This is a good indicator of how tomorrow night's going to shape up.
Marchand, as we mentioned, has the right guy to get him through all this stuff, right? Bob Bowman told us that he sent Marchand the prep blueprint that he gave Michael Phelps when Phelps ran the table for those 8 goals back in 2008. We asked Bob if we could get a quick look at it. He said, I don't think so. That'll be one for the archives.
So this guy's specialty is the breaststroke and the butterfly.
I mean, they judge every minute. There's Matt Fallon, and what are his chances, Rowdy? I mean, he is a talented breaststroker, kind of one of those out-of-the-box kind of guys that kind of does it his way.
Yeah, he sure does, doesn't he? He swims like Indy Fallon, being back at the Olympic trials where he swam a time that is #1 in the world right now. He could definitely get on the medal stand.
Made his first Olympic team 3 years ago after being the #1 seed at the trials of the event, and then finished 8th. So this is a bit of the redemption. Fallon down there in
Came in 8th last time.
We'll hear this place go crazy for Marchand in lane 5.
Well, that was exactly an hour and 15 minutes after that 200 butterfly. So like I said, this is a good indication for him how he's going to feel tomorrow night when he gets to sleep in tomorrow. He doesn't have 200s in the morning, nothing in the morning, which is really good.
In these breaststroke events, Rowdy, are when the crowd really gets into it. So as he makes the turn here, let's just take a few seconds and listen to La Défense erupt here every time Marchand pops his head out of the water.
He's good, isn't he? I mean, and if he makes the final here, he will be the first in history then, male or female, to final in a 200 butterfly and a 200 plus, and he's doing it the same night. Now let's not forget the guy on the bottom who almost didn't even make it back. Well, he's the world record holder. He's got a lot of competition in this event, but he's only got one guy to beat tomorrow, and that's going to be Milok in the fly.
Okay, it's Chin Hai Young down there in lane 8. We mentioned the world record holder. It's been a bit of a disappointing Olympics for him.
But disappointing swimming for Hi Vadim. Better late than ever.
Disappointing
Vadim,
in the 100, and here he is
you're supposed to check in at 2:00.
here in the 200. Well, that's a much faster semifinal here, and
You're like 2 hours and 12 minutes late.
have to pull out some magic right now.
You want the guy to pull out? Oh, some magic.
Serious jeopardy of not making it back. He is running.
All right. Well, you guys want to forgive Vadim or no? Or are you gonna give him a hard time?
The second from the bottom, as Leon Marchand once again leads the charge home up there in lane 5.
I don't think Fallon's going to make it back, Dan. He's right there.
Yu Hanaguruma of Japan is the closest to Marchand as he comes to the wall. Actually, he was third, and Hideki Watanabe, the former world record holder in the event, was also there in the top 3. Marchand's busy day and night is finally over.
He's going to sleep good tonight. Fallon will.
Earlier than Rob. Yeah, Rob won't be here till Thursday at 2.
Defeating. And, you know, if you're a fan of the United States, this is not what you were thinking. You thought Fallon was going to have an easy shot in the final. Matheny outside shot. Flip those switches right now. Marchand, what can you say? He takes the most inefficient stroke there. This stroke, you have to be born to do it. It's slow, but he turns it into a tour de force. He takes those 2 priorities, surging forward, quick heel. He's got a shot to win double gold tomorrow night. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun to watch.
Heavy schedule for Leon here today. They plan it minute by minute, race by race. It's down to a science, especially when you're talking about the greatest scientist of all in managing swimmers, Rob Bowman. And his guy, Leon Marchand, looking good here. Top seed as they head to the finals tomorrow. Zach Stubblety-Cook will have a say.
All right, they're supposed to have a final that's late. It's 4x200
You okay? It's relay time.
men's freestyle relay.
The pursuit of wellness is a journey. Personal and always evolving.
Yeah, I didn't watch it,
So whether you need to recharge or simply disconnect, you can
but they won 14-12. I saw was a score.
iconic heavenly bed. Sleep well. Find wellness at Weston.
The first time you try Doves, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher and less wrinkled. You start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on my boss, will it make his wrinkles smoother? Bounce can't do it all. But for better laundry, Bounce.
Classic khaki.
Nothing like a classic khaki. See it before you buy it with Valspar's free paint chip delivery.
Well done. The walls, not the burger.
Psoriasis all over. I couldn't get my hair done.
Then psoriatic arthritis. Cosentrix works on both for me.
People with psoriasis on the scalp have a 4 times higher risk for psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal, have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
Still working for me.
Somewhere, there's a man opening the neighborhood gym early so a kid can work on her jump shot. Somewhere, girls are drawing their own finish lines.
Oh, they really? I got to watch the replay.
And somewhere, teammates are whispering into the ears of the unsure. You've got this. We believe no journey is.
When was it on? This morning?
Toyota. Start your impossible.
Night 4 swimming being capped off in the men's 800 free relay. The United States has been a dominant
I was working on videos for you guys. I was editing videos.
They failed to medal at the last
I had to
Olympics.
record and edit 5 videos.
Ever not been on the podium in the Olympics that they had participated in, and they went into Tokyo having won 4 straight. So, Rowdy, you came here before these games began, and you were telling me that the U.S. men in your eyes, were a slight gold medal favorite. Things have changed since we started these Paris Games.
I'm not sure I said gold medal favorite now, buddy. Hang on. I did say they had a shot at the gold medal, but I still thought that GB was the best team coming in. But now I'm even more in favor of GB being the favorite, just based on what they've done here and the combination. All 4 guys that won gold returned.
There's the U.S. quartet. Luke Hobson, who took bronze in the 200 free last night. Carson Foster. And then you've got 2 swimmers who were a part of that Tokyo team that did not get on the podium. Drew Kibler will be in the 3rd position.
Swoops up today again, so you can make a video. What did she say? Like, I saw a headline in Mick Hoops or something about she said that Katie Lou is better than Caitlin.
Between these guys, James Guy, Tom Dean, Matthew Richards, and Duncan Scott, all extensive big-time Olympic and World Championship experience. They took gold.
You never know with Swoops.
They took the silver in Rio when the Americans.
Katie Lou,
won there,
she's lucky she
so
starts.
They know what it takes to get it done, and they're the same guys.
In fact, if Temi was
3 years ago, we've got 9 teams
God,
in the pool because Israel and Japan.
what was she on? Was she on the Disaster Cast again? Or was this an interview? Was he on Gilbert Arenas' Disaster Cast? What was the interview from?
For the gold, Great Britain, the favorites, the United States, and what about Australia and maybe China getting in the mix here, right?
Solid bet for 3rd. If you're an Australian fan, they should get on the medal stand. Korea could do it, but they're going to have to come from behind. And China will be a factor as well. But I think it's these 3 teams right there, 4, 5, and 6.
She has her own podcast? My God.
Leading off with James Guy.
I call Gilbert Arenas as a Disaster Cast. I'm not sure what name to give to Cheryl Swoop's podcast.
After 2 legs.
Sound the alarms?
Airhead Cast?
Yeah. I don't mean to say that, but it's the truth. Great Britain's got their 2 best
All right, last finals of the day.
And 4th last night.
Women are like, men are like favored to come in second, according to him.
Numbers, so I'm going with you, but we'll see. But it's up halfway point. So it is James Guy in for Great Britain, lane 4. Luke
Go USA.
was impressive in the 200 free last night, leading things off for the U.S. Maximilian Giuliani leads it off for the Aussies below the Americans.
And that's the simple strategy with these 2 teams. The United States goes off with their best 2 swimmers, with Hobson and Foster, and you say, well, Foster didn't even swim the 200. Well, yeah, he didn't swim it, but he went 1:43.9 on a relay just a few months ago. So, yeah, I think those are the 2 best guys. And then Great Britain goes with their 2 best at the end. But James Guy went 1:45 flat this morning. That would have been just outside the medal in the 200 freestyle last night. Looking pretty good early on.
James Guy.
Oh, at the end, they're in
3-time Olympian, a
second.
5-time Olympic medalist. So he's got 5 of those total 15 medals. Germany is up there in lane 2. Lucas Martins, who won the 400.
It's called Senile Forgetfulness. Oh,
For Team Germany up there.
Cheryl Swoops is just so, she's just so disgusting now. It's just like,
Certainly is these 3 teams right there, Dan. Let me do that again right here.
if she says Caitlin's a great passer, she'll go, oh, that won't get any clicks. I have to say something stupid.
But again, Hobson needs to beat Guy. I mean, he won the bronze medal last night. And he needs to beat him. Now, he closed well last night, and he will close well here, but he needs to beat at least even. Maybe he doesn't need to beat him, but he needs to be right there with him.
He's just slightly behind Guy as they come for the exchange. So it'll be Tom Dean in for the Brits. The United States in the 3rd position right now. Carson Foster in the pool for the Americans.
Well, and Australia, by the way, went up with their best swimmer. That was Giuliani. He's the only guy that finaled in the 200 freestyle. Foster.
Glenn Salmon is in the pool for Australia. Part of the Aussies' silver medal winning 400 free relay that the Americans won on opening night.
That's not what you needed from the United States. Option 145.5. He was 44.7 last night, so he backed off a little bit. And then 2 flat starts of going back to Guy again. 145 flat this morning, 145 flat this tonight.
Let's see how they line up here at the halfway point of the second leg. Australia down there in lane 6 with Salmon in the pool.
USA's in fourth.
Did a good job.
Yeah, he went 145.6 this morning. So he's a guy that can certainly turn it on. But remember, I want to refresh everybody's memory.
We're getting to the halfway point.
I mean, listen, you don't count on it. I mean, this is simple. We've seen too many Jason Lezak situations here. But Great Britain goes with their 2 best swimmers coming out, and they're going to be right there at the lead.
It'll be Matthew Richards and Duncan Scott to go 3-4 for Great Britain. It'll be Drew Kibler and Kieran Smith. There's Kibler as the third leg, awaiting the arrival of Carson Foster. And we'll see how close the Americans are. And now what do you think? It's tough.
You know, you want to try to feel like the United States has a chance, but it's a tall order. Listen, Drew Kibler's one of the best 200 freestylers in the world. Just missed making the team in the individual 200. He led off the relay, though, in 146.4 in the morning, but he's been 145. But here's the case that he's going to have to go 144 again. He's going to have to go a second faster than he's ever been in his life.
We shape it up like we thought it would. It is Great Britain, followed by the U.S., and then just to the left there is Australia. Elijah Winnington, the 2-time Olympian who took silver in the 400.
Oh, hey, guys catching up a little bit.
Australia, so that's how they line up. 1, 2, 3, halfway point of this third leg.
Yeah, and Winnington in third right there. He just got out of the 800, so how much gas does he have left in the tank? I mean, he was coming on. Yeah, he's hanging in there, isn't he? I mean, you know, remember Matthew Richards won the silver medal last night, so you know what? It's not bad. I'm not going to give it to the United States quite yet, but he's hanging in there, isn't he?
Slight lead for Richards. It's not very big. Kibler is right on his left side there. Australia still in the third position as we get ready to send the anchor legs into the pool in the men's 800 free. Great Britain, as expected, still leading, and it's Kibler who's trying to give Kieran Smith some kind of cushion, a better cushion. They're not going to have the lead, so Kieran Smith is going to have to come back on Duncan Scott, a 3-time Olympian and a 6-time Olympic medalist.
Wow. 145.1 for Kibler. He did his job. I mean, I've got 18 pages of splits, and every single one I gave 145 flat. So he did his job.
Duncan Scott, the lead is about a half body length. Over to Kieran Smith. Australia there with Thomas Neal in third. 1, 2, 3. Great Britain, the U.S. and Australia.
Looks like the U.S. is going to get another silver medal.
3 this morning to put himself on the relay. How many times has Duncan Scott been here for Great Britain?
Oh, no, he might. Ooh. Australia's catching up to U.S.
Everything in control. And by the way, going back to Richards for Great Britain, he was so good that last 50.
Still got 2 more laps to go, though.
Right now, Smith really needs to concentrate on Neal down there, right there to the right of him, if they want to get the silver. I don't think they're going to get the gold.
Drive comes to life here. Lave Fox. Duncan Scott doesn't appear to be slowing down, pulling away from Kieran Smith. And the U.S. now trying to hold off Australia for the silver medal. So Duncan Scott up there, Great Britain, full body length lead on Smith.
Yeah, looking really good. The Brits right in front of us. You can see them standing up, going crazy right now. They're playing double gold.
Looking for back-to-back goals, and they're going to get it. Kieran Smith is going to hold up Australia. U.S. gets the silver. Australia with the bronze. Just like they had it on paper.
Another medal. No gold again for the U.S.
69.4. Where did they go, Dan? Oh, they did go 6:59. Come on. Look, right there. Right there.
You're a genius. Great
I mean,
Britain
can you
continues
see
to
that?
stop us.
Everybody look at that. 6:59.4.
I don't know about good. but not getting very many gold medals in this Olympics. The swim team is disappointed.
That's a great job by the United States. I said 7008. I was a little off on them.
I don't know how you do it. 7007 there. But Great Britain has that same.
United States has 11 bronze, 11 silver,
4 more golds.
and 4 golds.
Olympic medals for that quartet. That's incredible stuff.
We need some gold medals.
Beautiful swim. Here's that second exchange. That's Hobson coming into Foster. Real aggressive. You gotta be on this relay. You gotta take a few chances. Don't be afraid to be risky on this, especially knowing that the gold medal is gonna be an uphill battle. But what a swim by the Brits, and what a great swim by the United States. Remember, they didn't even medal 3 years ago. Grabs the silver here.
Duncan Scott.
Well,
the U.S. and Australia 6:59.43. The only team under 7. Just off the field. France got
That's
some
a
chairs
lot.
and really was respectable, finishing 5th. But it's Great Britain, a stranglehold now on this event. Back-to-back gold medals from Tokyo to Paris. So that'll do it for day 4 of swimming. Mike Tirico. The Americans had another good night, but so did some other countries like Australia and Great Britain, who capped it off.
Thank you, Dan Rowdy. Quite a night again at the pool. We'll be back to those guys tomorrow. Diane Marchand featured, of course. Katie Ledecky was in the swim earlier today in the 1500, winning her heat there. So a lot of exciting action at the pool as that wraps up. 4 medals for the U.S., 3 silvers, 1 bronze today. And if you're doing historical numbers, USA Swimming 600th medal today on the same day that Team USA has crossed over the 3,000 threshold in total medals. Now, the tennis. We showed you Andy Murray earlier. Andy Murray trying to keep his career alive. This is his last event. This is second to go at Roland Garros. They saved off a couple of match points, and this is the 3rd match point for Murray and Daniel Evans. In that 10-point tiebreak that replaces the 3rd set after they were 1 off.
Yeah, I don't understand how they chose the team. I don't understand.
Twice a gold medalist in singles. Loving this run. Loving the opportunity to keep his career going. And the Belgian duo,
If I was the U.S. Olympic Committee, we'd be having a different team in both the 3x3 and in the regular team. They need to hire me and take out those catty women.
Evans and Murray move on to the quarterfinals. Remember, Nadal's in the quarterfinals. They're separate halves of the draw, but man, fun stuff to see. These legends just enjoying the Olympic experience and the chance to keep his career going on one of the most famous tennis surfaces in the world. Look at Andy Murray taking the Olympics mean something. Sweet stuff after just seconds ago. All right, a couple more action still to come. U.S. in action in men's hoops. 3x3, 3-on-3 call back home. It's the debut for Team USA in these Olympics. Taking on the bronze medal.
Who played? What women played in the 3x3 3 years ago?
What's more fun than watching?
Holy cow, Danny, what's going on?
People love a redemption story, but what people love even more, a train wreck.
Oh, sorry, dude. I am thick. I'm wide. You all right?
Show me your prodigies, your wonder kids, overnight successes.
Plum, Katie Lou, and 2 bigs.
And we'll show you the late
I thought they had 5 people on the team.
risers, tough days, the relentless fighters, taking small steps forward to make the big things
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal and illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have A secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous.
Oh, well.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
Not every decision you make will be as good as getting a Volkswagen at the Savvy VW Summer Sales Event. 2024 Volkswagen models cost less to maintain than Honda.
0.9% APR financing or a $3,500 customer bonus on the new 2024 Atlas.
Oh, that's so silly. Why does FIBA do that? Why do you gotta like earn points towards a ranking?
She let an MS-13 gang member go, who then murdered a father and his 2 sons. She agreed to release another felon, who then committed murder. And Kamala even protected illegal alien drug dealers so they could escape deportation. Kamala Harris, a dangerous San Francisco liberal. Make America Great Again Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Is that what it is? I have to hear what she said. So I haven't heard what she said yet. I just saw the headline. Let me go and see. Go to YouTube. See this disgusting woman.
Some vets died, and I still have trouble breathing. But when we got home,
She just said
denied us care.
she said she would start her in the All-Star game and didn't even list.
Democrats that passed the Burn Pits bill into law. Now we get the benefits we've earned. I'm grateful Bob Casey has our back. I'm Bob Casey, and I'm proud to approve this message.
What's more fun than watching the Paris Olympics? Talking about them. Join NBC's Savannah Sellers and Josh Brubaker daily on TikTok Spotlight on Paris, presented by Toyota.
Can I say an unbelievable finish? France at home basketball down 4 late. This is Matthew Struzell and 1 3-pointer. Got the basket. 4-point play. Tied the game against Japan. France, some thought, would be one of the teams that battle Team USA for the gold. The Rich kept going 0-2 to start this Olympics. Look at the crowd. Over 24,000 on hand. They stay alive, and Victor Wembanyama takes care of it in OT at 18. France survives Japan. Wild finish to that one. 5-on-5.
So men's
94-90. Now we go to 3-on-3 or 3x3 basketball. The debut for the U.S. coming up right now. As we said, Jim Chris LeBlanc and Kyle Montgomery at the call.
We got men's 3x3.
And fast, and we're down to the final 2 men's teams in full play for the day. This one could very well feel like a medal game. It's the top 2 teams and a rematch of the World Cup final. Number 2, Team USA, and number 1, Serbia. And because Serbia took that goal against Team USA in the World Cup final, but that was a very close one.
Yeah, both of these teams are coming in with plenty of motivation, a lot of history, so no extra motivation needed between these 2 rivals. These 2 teams are going back and forth like Kendrick and Drake over the last 2 years.
Yeah, white guys are going to lose. They got 3 white guys. Oh, they got a black guy on there. Okay, so is there 4 guys on the roster or 5 guys on the roster? I thought there was 5 people on the roster for the 3x3. Looks like there's only 2 subs, so there's 4 people on the roster. Oh, okay. I thought there was 4. For some reason, I thought there was 5 people on the 3-on-3 roster. This is how you teach someone man-to-man defense. Yeah, how to switch. So you have a 5th person on there in case of an injury, so you could still have 4. So there's 5 people on the roster, but 4 active. That makes sense. But you can't substitute 2 people. What is the game? Is it how long is the game for? Is it a regulation game length, or is this only like a 2 10-minute quarters? 2 10-minute halves, I mean. Why do they make the ball heavier? So in international basketball, the women's ball is heavier? Hmm. Yeah. So Cheryl Swoop said that Katie Lou is more valuable to the Indiana Fever than Caitlin Clark, which is like not even I don't know, not even from this planet. And she also said the Fever would make the playoffs without Caitlin Clark, but Chicago would not make the playoffs with Angel Reese. I don't think either one of them would make the playoffs with those two players gone, but Angel Reese isn't even the best player on her team. Kennedy Carter is. So I wonder why they make the ball heavier. What's the reasoning why they do that? It seems bizarre. People. Yeah, I agree. Camila Cardozo seems to be like getting shortchanged in the minutes and just in importance, like in terms of shooting to that, giving it to her, passing to her in that post because of that double streak she was trying to keep going and trying to start another one and stuff. I'm not convinced that Angel Reese is better than Camila Cardozo. I think Camila Cardozo will be the better player in the long run, but we'll see what happens. It's bizarre. The men's volleyball team is winning the last set. Let me go back. Let me go check the volleyball. They were up 2-1, 2-1, right? Is it 2-1 or 2-2 there? Let me just check. Oh, it's 2-2. Oh, they lost 2 sets in a row. They won the first 2 sets. I switched to volleyball because this is a set number 5. Where's the woke guy? I'm not sure he's really woke. You guys, the definition of woke all got distorted. It's overly woke is the problem, but I have to keep correcting people. Woke's fine. It just means you're aware of some inequities in society. So when you go too far with it, it seems bizarre. So Americans are up 11-7 in the 5th set of volleyball. I think they only played a 15 in the 3rd set, in the 5th set for some strange reason. Yeah, I believe that's the way it is. Always shorter. And that makes no sense to me. They make the most important set that is shorter. It's just like you played to 21 4 times in a row. Okay, well, it's too much. We'll just play to 21, 15, the last one. It's just. Yeah, I don't think I know woke black guy. I don't think he means like, I think he's just joking around. I don't think he's just trying to get a reaction out of people. You can turn this volleyball match. I didn't know the American men lost the 2nd set. I knew they were down. They were losing. The 4th set.
First time April has been blocked in this tournament so far.
11-9. I think U.S. just called a timeout. They were up 11-7, and Germany scored 2 straight. U.S. called a timeout. It's a hard-fought match. Oh, that was a point. Into the net.
Great pursuit by the Germans with Russian number 2.
13-9 U.S.
From escaping 5 sets.
Big kill here on it. On a set that was pretty tight. He had to find the room on the block, and he did it.
They're going to be carrying out the right hand, and now since TJ DeFalco back to the line once again, and he hit one in off his bad toss. If I'm TJ DeFalco right now, I have to rip the press it in.
Oh my God, what a serve. Wow. An ace.
Don't get a swing, some confusion. Right through again. And on the overpass, the ball falls. Good work by Germany. Brennan tapping that ball down and 1 match point save. Shake it off. Absolutely. Let's on to the side out.
I have to be frustrated with one another.
This doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That whole rally was terrible on the American side, but it matters not. All they need is one side out. And we won't ever think about that play again. Match point number 2. Go there, Russell. Left side. Sarah on the hand down the pipe. And it's set for it right now. There is Russell. And missed it out of bounds. Russell, my call is exactly right. He uses something quite a bit in situations like this. But he's got a little more room. This is a 12, 100% it was a timeout.
And you're going right back to Russell.
100%. Yeah. Just missed the outside hand approach. Next point again. And Germany misses again from the service line at the United States.
Americans finally win 5 sets.
If you're the United States, give Germany a ton of credit for fighting their way back into this match.
All right. I'll go back to the basketball, I guess.
Moving forward, but just understand and know that you can be in that situation, come back from it, and still play well against a team that got better and better over the course of the match. That is huge for the United States moving forward.
We always talk about the pools and how the pool of death exists that doesn't have you.
It's a very busy gland. What happened? Who won? USA lost 22-14. Three by 3 teams aren't doing that well. Oh well.
It's entertaining, it's great, it's exciting. But disappointing for the U.S., not just the men losing here to a good team that, as mentioned, was the bronze medal team in Tokyo. It was a 1-6.
Yeah, 3-on-3 did not do much for me. It didn't seem that exciting. Maybe it's because I'm not watching like 3 NBA players, but
Swing into tennis Olympic action on the red clay of Rolling Arrows. Presented by Accenture, now streaming on Peacock.
If you go to a hotel room with friends,
good sport, lousy committee.
and a mirror, a tiny hair dryer.
Well, what are you going to do?
Get an Airbnb.
Just anything to do with the WNBA is lousy, except for Caitlin Clark. What do they got coming up next on NBC? I don't know. Let me just see. Let me just see what they say they got. I gotta get something to eat here. Men's beach volleyball, Netherlands versus the U.S. It looks like. All right.
Where'd you come from?
France. France.
Great taste, less filling. Miller Lite.
Let's not do the WNBA thing. BP is well controlled. What's BP? Joseph. What's BP? Blood pressure is well controlled. I get it. I just didn't know what you were talking about. It was like BP out of nowhere. BP could be anything. All right. And anyways, that's it for today. Gonna end the stream. See you guys tomorrow too. All right. Go USA. And you guys have a good dinner or whatever you're gonna do. All right. So we'll see everybody later. Take care. Keep your blood pressure down.